Hey guys, it's John with ReelBlue Custom Rods. Hey, and today I'm going to do, we're doing a Chevron wrap, but I'm doing a different take on a Chevron wrap. We're going to make it, some may say it's partially a reverse Chevron wrap. I just kind of call it a 3D effect Chevron wrap. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so basically you can see I've got the white line that I've used here for the top and the bottom portion of the rod. And then I've taken the diameter of the rod and I've measured that out across here. And that's basically where each of these cross marks is at. So every cross mark right here is the rod diameter of the butt. So if I took the bottom of the butt, if I took the bottom of the butt, it would fit perfectly between this X and this X, this X and this X, this X and this X, if you will. So I marked those out with marker, and then I came back over with that white line, and that would help make sure that my cross marks are exact. So that being said, so now what we're going to do, so I got to see that white lines push off a little bit. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to go over and do a couple more wraps, and then we'll get started. I'll pull this white thread out. So of note, you can see here, I've marked on this end, which would be the reel seat end of the rod, and on the fore end of the rod, the farthest end of the rod where this decorative wrap is at, I've got a red marker and I've got a blue mark, and that's going to help me determine what color of thread that I'm putting down. And I've done that on both ends, if you will. And it also helps me remember, because basically I've got, so this cross pattern you see here is basically down and back twice. Or if it was individual strands of thread, it would be 4 strands of thread, one down, one back. And I would turn the rod and I go back over those different cross spots that I missed, because I skip every other thread when I'm wrapping it, right? And you've seen some of those on some of the other videos that I've done. And like measuring the rod diameter of the rod, which you can see right here. And you can find this video down in my video library down there, and you can watch it and learn how to measure the diameter and then do that spacing for your decorative wrap. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue with this purple thread, this purple heart thread color fast, and I'm going to go down on my red mark, right? So you can see right here, I have a red mark here and I have a red mark here. And on the other side, I got a blue mark. So I'm going to stay on this red mark and I'm just going down. I'm just going all the way down here to the end. And I'll finish. You see right there, I cross right over on that red mark. Right there. I cross over on that, go on my double-sided tape. And I make sure that stays in place. Now, I'm going to come back with my other piece of purple, my second piece, and I'm going to go down on my blue spot, which is right there. Same thing, I'm going to be working on the tip top side of my line, so going from left to right. If this is your first time, visiting my channel, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to, hit the like button and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. You know what you think of the video. Is it helping you? Is it not helping you? If you're a return, watcher, let me know, what you think of this one as well. But, is there something else you'd like me to make a video of that you guys haven't been able to find or see? And I'd be willing to do that. All right, so as I get down here to the end, again, notice, bam, I cross right here on my blue end. And these, of course, red and blue, could be any purple. You could be purple, pink, you know, white, black, whatever color you want to use. It's just what I use for reference. So I have that. So I've done essentially, you know, one run both on the red and the black. And so now I'm going to come back and I'm going to go back over on the red one. So the first one I went down was red, then blue, and now red again. This is number 2. So this is number 2 for red, for our red marks. Number 2 for our red marks. Pull that tight. Cut. Now I'm going to go down and go over the blue again. And again, I just color code to help, you know, make it easy for me to remember where I need to go. Because sometimes it can get a little confusing once you get back here and you got all this thread work going on. All right, so get down on this second wrap of this purple off our base color. And we finish on the blue right there. All right, so I'm going to secure that. Pull it nice and snug. Got it on the double-sided tape. Don't want it coming loose. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I am going to cut out this white string you see right here. All right, so I'll start down here on one end, cut, and then pull it out. All right, again, this white thread, you guys will see what I'm doing here in a minute when I come down to this end. That white thread was just to help me make sure I have the same crossing points. So I just cut it out, pull it up, cut, and then pull it out. That way I'm not tugging on the thread. I'm not moving those cross marks that I have. All right, and then I'll do the same thing to this side. All right, and then now I'm going to do the third on the red mark. Again, this is the third strand of the purple. After we did the initial cross patterns, right, to get all my X's set up, this is my third strand of the purple on the red marks that I set for myself. All right, now I'm going to come back. That was my red. Now I'm going to come back to my blue. All right, almost done. Bingo. Okay. Now I've done all of that with these purples. Now I'm going to come back down, which is going to be on the opposite side now, and I'm going to do that with this lavender. So again, the first one I want to go down is go down the red, and I want to be on the upside, and so I'm going to do 3 strands again of this. And so you can see I'm right next to that purple heart color, the darker purple, because that's going to be my outline piece of thread. Again, this is on my, sorry about that, guys. This is on my red dot. Come up here, wrap it off. And then back down to the far end. And now it's going to be on the blue dot. Again, staying on the top side or the right side of the blue or the purple threads. Go around, tie it off, and then we'll go back down again and then come back on the red side. And so essentially we'll have 3 dark purples on the red and blue axis, and then we'll have 3 light purples on the red and blue axis. So now we're going to go back down on the red on this one. right. And then we'll go blue. All right, so this is the second one on the blue axis. All right, now we got one more each on the red and blue axis down here. This is going to be the third one on the red axis. Then what I'll have to do is I'll have to come in here and pack the thread a little bit before I get started on my next ones, but all right, that was on the red, and now we got one more, and it'll be on the blue. And now we're going on the third one on the blue axis. And that's it. So cut that off. So as you guys can see, I'm just kind of looking for some spots. Excuse me. Just looking for some spots where the thread was off a little bit. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, so you can see, just tighten up this thread work a little bit. So I've got the blue, or excuse me, the purple. So you can see I've got the purple over the light purple over the dark purple. All right, so now what would be my next move, right? My next move would be I would go back over now with the dark purple, starting from here at the base of the forend towards the tip top of the rod on the red axis and then on the blue axis 3 times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and fast forward a little bit and knock that part out, and then I'll come back and then we'll talk about where we're at and we'll take a look. Okay guys, so I've come back and you see I've done the 3 purple, or excuse me, the 3 dark purple and then the 3 light purple wraps again on each side. Working, the dark purple from the reel seat forward and the light purple working from the tip top end of the rod backwards, right? And so you can kind of see, and staying all on the right hand side of the base wrap below it, which was that same dark purple color. So I've completed all of those wraps. Now I'm just coming in here with a burnishing tool. I'm just tightening it up a little bit, making sure I try to get all those gaps filled in the best I can. The secret is keeping that line tight, but not too tight to where it won't move when you come in with your burnishing tool to figure it to smooth it out a little bit. So now what I want to do is I want to come back over with working from this end again, from the forend or the reel seat end of the rod working towards the tip top. I'm going to come back over again with 3 more wraps of dark purple on the red mark, going down like red mark down, blue mark down, red mark down, blue mark down, red mark down, blue mark down. Once I'm done with that, I'll pack it in and I will come back with the light purple. Red mark down, blue mark down, red mark down, blue mark down, red mark down, blue mark down. I'll pack it in and then we'll take a look and see what it looks like. Okay? All right. So, hey, before I break away and do this next wrap, hey, go ahead, hit that like button and leave a comment down there. Let me know what you guys think about this video so far. All right. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Okay, guys. So welcome back. So what I've done is I've went ahead and made that 3 wraps of the dark purple and the light purple. Again, staying on my red axis, red down. So with the dark purple, red to red, blue to blue, red to red, blue to blue, red to red, and blue to blue, right? That gave me 3 dark purple wraps, as you can see right there. So those are my 3 dark purple wraps for that other one. And then with the light purple wrap, again, just 3 strands, red to blue, red to red, blue to blue, red to red, blue to blue, red to red, and blue to blue. And then now all I'm doing is coming in and tightening this up. So I'll start right here. I'm going to go ahead and pack in this thread. And I'm going to start on this on the red dot. I'll do the red one first and I'll come down and do the blue one. That way I make sure I get both of those sets of thread packed in. And I'm just turning the rod a little bit and just using my burnishing tool and just kind of coming in and packing that thread in. Looking pretty good. Remember, when you're wrapping your thread, you're wrapping it tight, but not too tight to where it makes it difficult for the thread to pack in on itself when you apply a little pressure. You get it too tight, it really makes it hard. It almost makes it elastic. You kind of push in on it and then it kind of pushes itself back out because it's so tight. So again, you want it tight, but not too tight when you're making that wrap. Okay. And then I'm going to go up here. So I was the red one. Now I'm going to turn, get my blue one. And I'm just going to come down on the blue side now. And this is making sure that each of those light purple threads are getting a little pressure put against them and making sure we get everything packed in nice and neat. Okay, getting down towards the end here a little bit. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back with my dark purple thread, and we'll start again on my red and then on my blue starting points. And since I'm getting a little more thread on here, I just want to make sure I got that marked up good there. I already did the far ends. And like I said earlier, I use colors, red and blue. You can use whatever color Sharpie or pin you have, but that just keeps me in line with, so I'm making sure I'm staying on the right point. You know, I do the reds first, or I do the red, then I do the blue. I do the red, and then I do the blue. That helps me make sure I'm doing it correctly. All right, so again, now I'm going to start down and go with the dark purple. And we're going to go down on the red. So you see right here's my red point. So I'm coming down right on the red. A little pressure. Kind of tight. We'll just go down to the end. And so finishing up on the first dark purple thread on this, for this set of wraps on the red mark. So you see right here, I cross right over on the red mark. Just come down on my double-sided tape, get it tight, cut the thread, and I come back down here, start the thread, and this time I'm going to go down on my blue side. All right, and that's it on the blue side. Oops, come off a little bit. There we go, that's it on the blue side. We'll crank that one down. And then 2 more each on the red and the blue. And then we'll do this, repeat the same steps with the light purple. All right, so let me go ahead and finish those up and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I went ahead and finished up those dark purple wraps and the light purple wraps. And I did some, used my burnishin tool and pack the thread a little bit. Now I'm trying to determine how many, what I call them, I count them boxes, I guess is what I'm going to call them for right now. So you should start to be able to see a little 3-dimensional, right? So like, this is the outside wall. This could be the inside, and then here's the outside of the other part, right? So you're starting to see you know, outside of the wall, inside of the wall, inside of the wall, and then outside of the wall, right? And so what I'm trying to determine is how many of the 2 different color of purple threads I want to use, meaning how many layers of 3 thread wraps. So you can see 1, 2, 3, and this was 4. I think I want to do one more. 5, we'll see where that's at. That'll help take up some of this lighter metallic purple, as lavender metallic purple that I got down. So that both that dark purple and that light purple will help fill that out a little bit. So I think I want to do 5 total rows of 3, maybe 6, but I think I'm just going to stick with 5 for right now, and we'll see what that looks like. So let me go ahead and put the next wrap of dark purple and light purple, and we'll see where we're at. But you should be able to start to see that kind of 3-dimensional look. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I finished up where I think I want that to be. I'm going to stay with 5, and so as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this purple one right here will be number 5. And you can see again, you start to see that 3D outside wall, inside, inside, outside. It's kind of how I phrase it. But so what I want to do is, there's one last thing that I want to do is I want to frame it in. And if you see right here, there is a dark purple thread right there, right? So this is when I started this wrap, and it's on both, you know, on each of the blue and the red axis for that light purple thread. So now what I want to do is I want to come and make sure I frame that in with another wrap of the purple thread, of the dark purple thread right here. And to do that, I want to start where I've been keeping all of my light purples, right? Start dark purple, finish dark purple, so, and then start light purple, finish light purple. So I want to make sure I start up here. And again, I'll find my red axis. Go around, get a good bite. Now all I'm going to do is come down and frame that in with one strand of dark purple. So that's my goal here is, you know, by framing it at the top with the, you know, at the top and the bottom of the light purple with the same color as the second color on here, i.e. the dark purple. My goal is by framing it, that helps make it pop, right? Gives that three-dimensional look, if you will. So that was on the red axis. Now I want to do one more. I'm going to come down on the blue axis. And then the last thing, once I get down here, secure that off. Get a good bite, make sure it's nice and secure on that tape. And then now, what I want to do, again, is just come down, burnishing tool, make sure it's nice and, you know, tight right next to that light purple. help us give that frame in look, which will hopefully again make that three-dimensional, you know, make it pop out right at you when you look at it, or when someone's looking at the rod you're building, they're like, oh wow, you know, it looks like it's 3D, and that's the intent really, right? So just burnishing that in. I'm gonna start one more. All right. And that is it. So that's how you do the chevron wrap with two different colors. Some people will call it reverse chevron. Of course, if I was working towards the back of the rod, I chose to work towards the front of the rod this time. So it really wouldn't be a reverse chevron, but you can do the same thing backwards or reverse or forwards. But it's about using two different colors of thread. One color of thread goes towards the tip, and then a different color of thread comes towards the back of the rod or the reel seat of the rod. So that is what it looks like. All right. So let me know what you think down in the comments block. You know, leave me a note. Tell me what you think about it. If you like it, go ahead and smash the like button. And if it's your first time visiting my channel, go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications and be notified every time. You know, when I release my videos on Mondays at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So again, hey, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helps. I do truly hope you guys are getting stuff out of my videos. And again, here, this is a chevron wrap, or what we'll call a reverse chevron wrap, with just two colors, you know, going for that 3D box effect, if you will. Okay. All right. Hey, again, take care, everybody. And until next time, bye.